Number 3, beautiful building to the left of Flag Central, as you see there. That flag is absolutely enormous. It's almost the size of a football pitch. Women's 67, men's plus 18, all the heavyweight. We'll talk about that later. Here's really thoroughly enjoying this. It's such a shame this is the last day of Taekwondo. It's a wonderful innovation. Maybe the RSC will look at this and go, you know, maybe we should go for 8 days because this is so enjoyable.
Now, if you did that, you would be the hero of all Taekwondo, because if you had it over 8 days, you could have the right weight categories rather than the compressed ones. Yeah. But let's have a look at Epangue and Ivanova here.
This is going to be a great bout. Gwladys, Epangue of France. Gold at the World Championships in 2011. Gold at the World Championships in 2009. Silver at the World Championships in 2007. Silver at the World Championships in 2005. This girl has been absolutely phenomenal.
She's a
in
legend.
This sport.
Absolute legend in the sport, Gwladys Epangue. And coming all the way up from -67. I remember she used to fight -62, -57.
Yeah.
She's come through the ranks.
And she's also silver at the World Championships this year. That's 5 World Championships. She's taken three silvers, 2 gold. What a legend of the sport. And she's up against Olga Ivanova of Russia, who herself has, she's a bronze medalist at the World Championships 2015. She's a gold medalist in 2013.
Yep.
So we've got 3 World Championship belts on this mat right now.
Absolutely, and Bianca Waltman will be a little bit gutted. She beat both of them and did so in fine style. But at the moment here, for my money, the experience of Gwladys, and she's very well respected within the sport. You mentioned that there about the 5 medals in 5 World Championships. I'd like to, that must be a very small club. I'm trying to think, there's another, one Korean athlete, and maybe Roberto Cruz from the Philippines, I think. Che Yun-ho, Roberto Cruz,
Lopez, of course.
Lopez, and Gwladys. I can't think of too many more that have been so consistent for so long.
Yeah, it's been incredible. 31 years old from France, up against a 22-year-old Ivanova.
But Ivanova not overawed by the reputation. She's just giving it back in terms of this good power shot from Gwladys Epangue there. Just fires it under the arm guard of the Russian.
And what's that thing called that they put on their foot? What's it? Just the sock?
Just foot protector or socks, or you can say either.
Well, just coming off there as Ivanova tried to escape the Epangue hit. She's a big girl, this girl now. As you say, you were telling me about your weight categories that you fought under, John, and as each year went by, it got heavier and heavier, and I think Epangue has done the same, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of these things in Taekwondo, it sounds as if it's a huge amount of weight, but it's not. In a career, if you're gaining maybe, in old money, a stone and a half, or 12 to 15 pounds, you're going to go through 3 or 4 categories. And yeah. Gwladys can easily stand here in the heavyweight division and throw bombs, and she's done that from 57 up to 67.
She's a very powerful athlete.
Great athlete. And not only that, in terms of, you talked about the longue durée, the amount of time that she's been involved in the sport. She's been in this for a long, long time, and she's never lost any of her explosive power.
No, absolutely. As we said, there's not many athletes who go back to 2005 World Championships. That's 10 years of competing at World Championships. And she's taken medals, well, at every one of them. Unbelievable. Of course, the World Championships only every 2 years, just like the Europeans. They're on alternate years. Oh, what a great view that is.
Not a great view for Ivanova, though, because she was on the end of it.
Yeah. Oh, this Russian is no pushover herself for world number 4. This could easily be a semi-final. It's just been a quirk of the draw that they've come together here like this. And I think it's because Ivanova had such a good World Championships that her seeding has shot up. So initially when the seedings were done, Ivanova was actually lower ranked, down in the sort of 6, 7, 8. That's why she's coming to this quarter of the draw. And we have what probably should be a semi-final, actually as a quarter-final.
Yep, and we saw her teammate Anastasia Baryshnikova taking the gold against the Azeri home favourite, and Baryshnikova is a great mover. She moves around the ring, and that's the tactic that's going to have to be employed here by Ivanova. Gwladys is good on the spot. On the spot is obviously just picking your leg up, being athletic.
Yeah.
But Baryshnikova, a great mover. Can Ivanova do the same?
Epangue there. doing well to dodge the foot. She's not the most mobile for obvious reasons, but she's got the power, hasn't she? That's the thing. And she when she kicks,
oh, you know about it. You absolutely know about it. And that's the great thing about Gwladys, as I said, she's very well respected in the sport, but also she had a lot of health problems over the last 3 or 4 years, and she's come back from that to the surprise of a lot of people, because Taekwondo is a very physically demanding sport, so it's great to see her in good health. She'll be happy that she's got I was going to say a healthy lead, a slender lead at the moment.
Yeah. Well, she's done a lot of kicking, and the only thing that might happen, of course, is she may start timing. She fought all the way through to the finals. She was the silver medalist at the World Championships just about a month ago, but she's not showing any signs of timing at all, is she here?
No, she's getting a little bit tired though of the tactics of Ivanova, because there's a couple of low blows going in from the Russian in terms of picking up the leg without the intent to kick, and Gwladys Epangue has taken a couple of sore ones to the feet, and when you're kicking with that ferocity, well, it stings a little bit for sure. Good back kick there, wonderful technique.
What an incredible kick. First back kick with spin, 3 points.
And do you know, I'm going to say, I'm loving watching your reaction here. You had both hands in the air, celebrating that. It's nice to see you're appreciating the top quality techniques.
It was just beautiful to watch, wasn't it? You know, she's a heavy girl, and she just packed a punch, turned with speed. Ivanova, who's obviously a much lighter athlete, just couldn't get out the way.
Yep. And there's that low block again from the Russian. But, as you say, excellent technique, perfect execution. It's a good round for the French fighter and legend.
Gwladys Epangue just looked as if she was limping a little bit there. I think, as you said, she took a couple of sore ones in a row, which a sharp, eagle-eyed referee may have actually given a kyung go against Ivanova for that.
Yep.
Let's have a listen.
No, they just cut across that there, but there was the technique that you enjoyed so much, and no one more so than Gwladys. Obviously, the Russian coach a little bit gutted, but a great back kick, and that's what separates her. But as you were talking about, the bumps and bruises, they don't feel so bad when you win.
Yeah, and Epangue, well, she's a very experienced athlete. She's got one more round to come. And, you know, I have repeated this a few times, but it is very appropriate at this moment in time. But Epangue is not going to be the fittest athlete out there. She's carrying weight. She's still got a semi-final in an hour's time. So she may well just take it a little bit easy here. She doesn't want to win by a big margin. She just wants to win. And with 2 minutes to go, she may just say to Ivanova, look, show us what you've got now. And
she's got a little point,
she's got a point. That's first point on the board.
Gwladys Epangue, tremendous athlete, so quick off the spot, so well conditioned, so experienced, all the muscle memories there, and she has seen it all before.
Defending is not Epangue's natural behaviour. That was a touch on the head, but it's not given. The coach may throw a card up here.
Well, he's forgotten that he's got a video replay card. And one of the things that I love, absolutely love about Gwladys Epangue there, she couldn't care less. She didn't wait for the video replay card. She may have been kicked in the face, but as soon as she got kicked, the referee wasn't paying attention, Ivanova wasn't paying attention, Gwladys Epangue sprinted across the ring and volleyed her, and that has put her 6-1 up. So if this goes up here, which is more than likely that, look at this reaction here, gets kicked in the face, watch the Russian, flicks it up, if it scores, fair enough.
That's off camera, yeah.
But watch the sprint here from Epangue, just runs across, volleys her, takes the point, and instead of it being a close match, it's 6-1.
And
obviously,
and that wasn't given.
Nope, didn't score. It looked to just flick off the head guard. But the reaction of the champion, it didn't matter if it did score, because she had taken another point. She paid attention when everyone else was looking at the scoreboard and the coaches and what's going on. And Epangue just you know, 100-meter sprinter straight across there, picked the shot.
Well, that's what experience does for you. And the Russian coach, who was a bit disrespectful to the official there as he gave the card, saying, well, surely you know what I'm calling for, because you should have given it. Actually, eats a bit of Russian humble pie there.
Yep, indeed. A bit of borscht on the way through, but it's a punch to the body. Mariam Bavarel saying, bien ça. Well, that's obviously a good one. But that reaction, I keep going back to that as she moves round here. There's a little body shot there. and the Kyungo for stepping out, but it's the reaction. It's instant. It was the fighter's desire to get in there, and that's what's given her a little bit of a cushion here.
Epangue definitely on the defensive. She's decided she doesn't want to be giving too much energy. She'll happily, she takes another point there on the vest, and now we're only 3 points in it. Ivanova needs one spin kick, and that hurt. And
finally.
Yes, finally. Well, it hurt her more than Epangue, didn't it? And there's a big hit into the vest. What a kick from the French woman. Again, she saw her opponent there and said, oh, I'm going to have some of this.
Yep.
There you go, time up. And Ivanova is, well, she's limping off this mat because that little defensive move actually hurt her a lot more than her opponent.
Gwladys Epangue for me. If you're a young fighter out there watching it and you think, oh, how do you get all those medals at the World Championships? There's 2 key points within that we'll get a chance to have a look at, and it's the fighter's instinct. I often say to it with coaching or teaching or whatever, if you kick someone in the face, be ready to do something after it. If you get kicked in the face, what are you going to do after it? It's the movement plus. Yeah. And Gwladys Epangue has the movement, has the point, plus the reaction. So the front kick to the face, the attempt from the Russian didn't really bother her because she just full pelt, runs across the ring, scores that shot there, and that is what separates her from the rest. It's that focus, thinking clearly under pressure and kicking clearly to the body.
What a beautiful performance. And this athlete, well, she won't be around for much longer. She is in the twilight of her career.
Oh, you'd be brave to tell her that, Adrian. I'm telling her you said that.
I wouldn't say that to her face.
I'm telling her you said that.
But Gwladys Epangue of France wins by 7-3. And just enjoy it while it's here, guys. She is a legend of women's heavyweight Taekwondo.